Who's scoring big this NBA season? You are! With all the new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From monster slams to dishing the rock to cleaning the glass, get behind your favorite player and prop bets you can make on DraftKings, home of the NBA player props. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like picking how many points your favorite player will have. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. First time, here's something special for you. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Take it to the rack with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVES. That's code MONEYMOVES for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. This episode of Nightcap is brought to you by Cologuard, a non-invasive colon cancer screening test. Did you know colon cancer is considered one of the most preventable yet least prevented cancers? When caught in the early stages, colon cancer has a survival rate of 90%. So screening and early detections are key to reducing overall colon cancer deaths. That's why the American Cancer Society recommends that if you're at average risk, you begin screening for colon cancer at age 45. And a convenient way to do that is with Cologuard test. The Cologuard test allows you to be in control of your colon cancer screening through prescription-based tests delivered to your door with none of the prep that's required for a colonoscopy. No liquid prep, no days off, no invasive procedures. Plus, Cologuard test is affordable. Most insured patients pay $0, and a follow-up colonoscopy is needed after a positive Cologuard test. This is usually covered by insurance also. So if you're 45 years of older and at average risk, you can ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can also request a Cologuard prescription today at Cologuard.com/podcast. The Cologuard test is intended to screen adults 45 and older at average risk for colorectal cancer. Do not use Cologuard test if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease, and certain hereditary syndromes, or personal or family history of colorectal cancer. The Cologuard test is not a replacement for colonoscopies. High-risk patients' Cologuard test in adults 45 to 49 is estimated based on a large clinical study of patients 50 and older. False positives and false negatives can occur. Cologuard is available by prescription only. Boost Mobile is now legit nationwide 5G network. So I have to take a break from all the jokes here for just a second and put my serious voice on, because I would never ever joke about a 5G network that has invested billions in building 5G towers across the country. Not even once. Not even if Mr. Boost Mobile himself asked me to. There's nothing funny about it. Boost Mobile is now legit nationwide 5G network and also provide coverage across 99% of America. Seriously, visit boostmobile.com or your nearest Boost Mobile store location to learn more. Boost Mobile network, together with our roaming partners, covers 99% of the U.S. population. 5G speed, not available in all areas. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for staying up late with us for another episode of Nightcap, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network today. Thank you, guys. Please make sure you subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We thank you so very much for your continued support. Make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We have it in stock. If you can't find it in a city or state near you, order it. We'll ship it directly to you. What better way to celebrate 2025? Hopefully your 2025 is going amazing. Shea by Laportier will make it even better. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Make sure you go follow my media company on all of its platforms, Shea Media, and my clothing company, 84. We just dropped the Nightcap and Chill collection on Friday. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Supplies are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. The Hornets come to LA, beat the Lakers. It was a rescheduled game. Remember, they were supposed to play early in the year, but the Palisade Flyers forced this cancellation. So this was the makeup game, the only game on the docket tonight. And the Hornets come into LA, and they win thanks to 29 points from Miles Bridges, 27 points from LaMelo Ball, who hit the floater that really iced the ball game. LeBron misses two threes at the buzzer, but the Hornets win 197. Rui missed a couple of free throws, and Austin Reeves got kicked out. He felt he got fouled by Yusuf Nurkic, and it was his first career ejection. And the Lakers lose to the Hornets, which was is inexcusable. No matter what happened with Austin Reeves, when you got Luka and you got LeBron, you still should have enough to win the ball game. But unfortunately, they did not win. LeBron scored 16 in the fourth quarter, but it was not enough as the Hornets come to LA and win the game by the score of 100-97. Ocho,
Yeah.
what you thinking?
Hey, listen, first off, I'm going to skip, right? I'm going to skip the beginning of the book and I'm going to go to the last page of the book. Boy, the last 3 minutes of that game, the last 3 minutes of that game, LaMelo, LeBron, LaMelo, Miles Bridges, LeBron. But anyway, the first half, very rusty. Definitely you could tell they coming off an all-star break from both teams. Luka and LeBron early on in the game showed shades of what they could have been, what those two have been, can be actually, you know, with those fast break points, scores early in the game. Outside of that, it always comes down to Rui. At the end of the game, you got to hit those free throws. You got to hit those free throws to give your team a chance, to put your team in position to win the game where it doesn't come to LeBron having to make one of those last 3-point threes at the end of the game.
Well, I'm looking at you right. It's going to take some getting you. It's going to take some getting used to LeBron and Luka playing together. You know, both guys are at their best when they have the ball in their hands, and unfortunately, there's only one basketball, and there's two of those great players. And so it seems like, you know, nobody wants to step on anybody's toes, Ocho. Okay, hey, Luka, you're gonna handle it. Hey, you do what you do. LeBron, you do what you do. But it's gonna take a while, and I don't know if they're gonna have enough time, enough time to figure it out during this season. But hopefully, in the offseason next year, they can get it together. But if you watch the last 2 minutes, the last 2.5 minutes of this ball game, the Hornets, all they did was put Luka in pick and roll. Melo ball, it doesn't matter. They tried to hedge it. They tried to double it. LaMelo give the ball up. He go get it back, and he brings Luka guy again. They put him in the pick and roll, and they got a couple of wide open threes, and then LaMelo split. They ended up taking Luka out. They brought Vanderbilt in, but that makes them really small, so now they got no rim protection. LaMelo splits it, gets down, hits the floater, and basically that was the 4-point lead that they needed. LeBron ends up hitting a big three, but they have to foul. They go make both free throws, and then LeBron missed 2 threes at the end. But Luka's going to have to get better in the pick and roll. They're going to have to do a better job. They seem to be in control of this ball game. And then I think they allowed the Hornets to go on a 20-something, 21-22 to 1 run.
I mean,
that can't happen.
Right. I got a question for you, too. Now, you say both players, LeBron and Luka, both are comfortable liking to be on the ball. Luka tonight, to me, looked very uncomfortable out there.
He's not used to playing without the ball in his hands.
So how long does it take, or does LeBron understand that Luka likes to be on the ball and he's much more comfortable on the ball, playing in rhythm like that, especially in transition? So how long?
LeBron doesn't have a problem. LeBron is better at playing off the ball than Luka, although LeBron plays better with the ball in his hand, but he's still more comfortable than Luka playing off the ball. But at the end of the day, Ocho, they're gonna have to figure this out. And LeBron was like, "Okay, y'all do y'all thing," and then all of a sudden the game starts getting out of hand. LeBron said, "F this, give me the ball."
I got it.
I mean, that's what it comes down to. Hey, F this, y'all. I done gave y'all enough opportunities, and but that third quarter is what doomed them. And the Lakers, that kind of been their bugaboo. The last 4 or 5 years, the third quarter they come out flat. They had a 8-point lead, I think a 7-8-point lead going into the half, and then they get outscored 32-18 in the third quarter. And so JJ is gonna have to do a better job of getting those guys fired up. They can't come out there lackadaisical, bull jiving around, because the next thing you know, a 13-point lead. They had a 13-point lead, Ocho, in that third quarter, and now all of a sudden they end up going. Basically, they end up going down in the third, start the fourth. They're down up 7, had a lead as many as 13, and now you go down
Yeah,
because you get outscored 32 to 14.
they squandered. Listen, the game of basketball is a game of run. It's a game of run.
Yes.
So most of the time, when those runs actually do happen, you want to keep it as close as you can. You want to keep it as close as you can, but sometimes, listen, it gets away from you. It gets away from you, especially if you don't have a bench that can score consistently and give you buckets when your starters aren't in there.
Yeah. And Luka's rusty right now, Ocho. You can tell he's rusty. 5 of 18, 1 of 9 from the 3. He's averaging what, 14, 15 points a game.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen Luka play a stretch where he's averaged 15 points a game. He's due to have one of those games where he goes for 35, 40, 10, and 11. He's due one of those games.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves getting kicked out didn't help because, look, they got 3 guys that can really go get their own shot: LeBron,
Right.
Luka, and Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
Everybody else is dependent.
Mm-hmm.
Put me in a situation, run a ball screen for me, skip pass, hammer pass, do something, pin down. Those 3 guys can go get their own shot. Okay, Luka's struggling. He's rusty.
Right.
Really, the only guy that's playing was playing decent, and LeBron didn't have it going early. It was like he's just letting it go. Because if you look at LeBron, what did LeBron have in the I think he had 10 at the half. I don't even know if he scored in the third quarter.
Right.
And so
It's so funny, how LeBron can pick and choose when to turn it on. And when he turns it on, he's efficient. When he wants to take a game over and say, you know what, like you said, in that fourth quarter, I think he had 16 in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And say, you know what, I got this. This is ridiculous.
Yep. But then they get lax on defense, leave wide open threes.
Oh yeah.
That's their problem. It's always going to be their problem.
Right.
They really don't have rim protection. I don't know. Look, I understand they needed a big, but it's hard for me to believe that Alex Len is a better big right now. Even at Dwight Howard's age of 39, it's hard for me to believe Alex Len. I'm not saying
Right.
Dwight Howard is Orlando Dwight Howard. I'm not saying he's Houston Rockets Dwight Howard.
Right. You don't
As a
even
matter
need
of
to
fact,
see
he
that.
might be, huh? Yeah, he might be the
You don't even
Shanghai
need
Sharks.
that.
But
I have just think about this, even though what you're saying about Dwight Howard being better, at his age, has there ever been a scenario where a player who hasn't played, I'm not sure how long it's been since Dwight Howard's been out the league, has there ever been a scenario like this where a certain position is need, maybe be big, maybe be forward, maybe be a point guard that hasn't played in a while, and he's come back despite his age because he's better than what you have on your bench?
no, it's hard when guys start missing a year, 2 years.
Okay.
I'm thinking the last time I'm trying to figure when the last time Dwight played. Well, hell, he's up for the Hall of Fame, so it's been a minute. Yeah, I mean, real talk, it's been a minute.
Right.
But they don't really have any. They don't have any depth. Yeah, they miss AD, but you tell me if what team AD on, and somebody says they offer you Luka Doncic, that you're not going to move him. Y'all make it seem like the Lakers blew this. You're talking a guy that's 25, that's 6 years younger,
Yeah.
and less injured. Forget Luka being nicked at the start of this season, missing all the games that he's missed. I think this is the first time he's going to play fewer than 60 games in his NBA career. But y'all call him street clothes. Y'all call him always ding. Now all of a sudden, the Lakers have a little struggle that y'all miss AD. Y'all miss AD. What team wouldn't trade? I mean, there are a handful of teams that wouldn't trade their best player or their second best player for Luka Doncic.
Right.
Milwaukee probably wouldn't do it because it's reported that they brought the trade to Milwaukee, and Milwaukee said no. Probably they wouldn't trade JT for him. They wouldn't trade Jokic. Probably not going to trade Shea. But everybody else, game. Everybody else is game.
Right. That's crazy.
So, but it's a disappointing loss. These are, I mean, if you're trying to make a move, these are the games that you're gonna have to win. You're gonna have to win. So, congratulations to the Hornets. They come to LA, get a victory, 197. I would like to be a fly on the wall, Ocho, in a situation like this where a game that you should have won, Because even with the players that the Lakers have, I still believe they're a better team than the Hornets. And you didn't win. I wonder what the coach said. Because I know what an NFL coach would have said. He'd have been cursing and kicking ish. It
Yeah.
ain't no, hey, guys, hey, we left some plays out there. The 50-50 ball. Ain't none of that. You lose a game
Hmm.
and your coach believed that you had the better team
Hmm.
and it was because of effort and things like that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Coach going losing his mind.
Well, hey, it's honestly it's the third quarter. You can lock it on the third quarter. Third quarter is where
Yeah,
everything got away from him.
it did. It did. But how many times did we, Chad, and y'all know if you follow the Lakers, how many times did we say the third quarter? We say that year after year after year
Yeah.
after year,
Yeah.
game after game after game after game.
Uh-huh.
At some point in time, the coaches know that, the players know that. I don't really know what else there is to do or to say,
Right.
except go out there and do it. Because it's not like we're breaking news. This is not no, you got to open the FBI files and unseal documents. They played terrible in the third quarter. And this
Right.
has been a reoccurring theme for the last 4 or 5 years. So I'm not sure what the issue is. I don't need to be sure. That's up to JJ Redick and the coaching staff.
Right.
Scotty Brooks, Nate McMillan. It's on them to figure that issue out.
And the funny thing about it is JJ can talk about it all he want. Scotty can talk about it all he want. Well, hell, when the players come out at halftime, they got to be the ones to execute it. They got to be the ones to come out with the energy. They got to be the ones to play on both ends of the court or both ends of the floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but look, we know that the problem that the Lakers are going to have with no AD is defense.
Yeah.
Because now they have no back line of defense. They really don't have a guy that's really good in the pick and roll defense.
Yeah.
And you see, like I said, the last 2.5 minutes, all they did was go pick and roll the game. They put Luka in pick and roll with Melo handling the ball, and they got wide open threes, and LaMelo iced the game basically with a floater. I mean, it's not complicated. Everybody see what's going on. I mean, even the most, like, damn, they running the same play. One for a high pick, put Luka in the pick and roll, boom, get what I want. So that's on them to figure this out. At some point in time, I'm sure Darvin Ham had this issue. Frank Vogel had this issue. Now JJ have this issue. And a lot of these players, Austin Reeves was there. LeBron was there. Rui was there. So at some point in time, even when AD was there, when he was there, the third quarter has been their bugaboo. They're going to have to figure this ish out. Steve Kerr told ESPN he wasn't mad at KD for rejecting the trade to Golden State. I don't blame Kevin one bit for not wanting rerun things here. It took so much ish for you're jumping on the bandwagon, and he's Finals MVP 2 years in a row, and he still gets criticized. So why would he want to face all the BS again? KD responded to a comment, "That's not the reason why I didn't want to come back. I just didn't want to get traded midway through the season." Do you believe KD?
A little bit of me believes him. Obviously, I think even though it was midway through the season, I think through the experiment in Phoenix, I don't think it's worked. I think it's failed. Obviously, thinking
you don't think? You think it's an absolute failure?
Yeah,
Brooklyn was an absolute failure.
Yeah, that was too. And I think, I mean, for KD, I hate calling it ring chasing, but I would have went to the better situation. Obviously, going back over there with Draymond Green and Steph. And trying to run it back again. And I think the missing piece for them to get them over the hump and probably give them an opportunity in the West would be KD going back, because what's going to happen right now in Phoenix? Where are you going?
Nothing.
You think
nothing?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. But I think you want to stay there. If you know KD, personally, and you watch him from afar and you know his story, he loves the game of basketball. He loves the game of basketball. And if he's going to be behind the 8 ball, he's going to scratch, crawl, and do everything he can to have success down there in Arizona and leave out the right way.
I think the thing why KD was so successful, he didn't have to worry about anything but ball.
Right.
See, in Brooklyn, he had to be a leader. You see, in OKC, in Phoenix, he has to be a leader.
Yeah.
Steph took care of that. Draymond took care of that. Klay took care of that. So now he just gets to do what he really wants to do, which is hoop.
Yeah. I
don't got to give no pep talk. I ain't got to say pick this ish up. I ain't got to do none of that. I come in, I do what I do, I go home and chill. That's what he wants to do. Got no problem with that. A part of me does believe that he didn't want to get traded during the season, say he wanted, ride this out with his boys. Ride out what? I mean, where you think you're going, Katie?
Listen, they started it off. They thought it was going to work. They thought the trio with Beal, Devin Booker, and him would work some magic out there in the West. It it
Okay.
it it hasn't worked itself out. But I just think the fact that he's bounced around from Brooklyn, went to Golden State, he didn't want to continue that same trend and be like, here we go again. At some
What's gonna
point,
happen?
hey,
They're
look,
gonna
hey,
probably move it.
at some point when you're in relationships on, you get tired of moving on, man. You get tired of moving on. And sometimes you be like, you know what? I'm gonna just stick this one out. I know it ain't working, but I'm gonna stick it out and do everything I can until it's time to leave. And I can tell you when he's leaving in the goddamn summer.
Okay, so what'd you do? All you did to delay the inevitable. You was miserable for another 3-4 months.
Right.
Because they're not going nowhere. They're not doing anything.
Right.
They don't have any defense. They're just like the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
They got no defense. They got all those scores. I mean, you got two guys that really is the same guy. Booker's more athletic now, and I think he's a better player. I don't think he is. I know he's a better player than Bradley Beal. But that saying, you got all that scoring. Where your defense at? Now they get hot. You got on a given night. Either any of those guys can go to 30 or 40.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
they've relegated Bradley Beal to the bench because they was hoping he would waive his no trade clause, and then they could trade him and get Jimmy Butler. But he's like, nah, I put that in there for a reason. I put that in there for a reason. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
So whether you want me or not, you know what I'm saying, Ocho? Hey,
Yeah.
sometimes it's cheaper to keep them.
Hey, that's crazy how players, you see the leverage NBA players have when it comes to stuff like that?
He has a no trade. He don't have no leverage, Ocho. He got a no trade clause. He and LeBron James is one of the two players that have no trade. So if he didn't have that, his ass was gone.
I know, that's why I said leverage. That's all I meant. But you mean to tell me you don't want me because I'm not as playing as well as you thought I should? I'm trying to do everything I can. Obviously, injuries are hampering me performing to what we're used to seeing me play like. And I just got here, and you trying to get me to uproot my family? Man, child, please. Put this no trade clause in there. It's in there for a reason. There's a reason why. Because there's a chance.
They got the man coming off the bench. They got him coming off the bench, Ocho.
Yeah.
That'll be like you. They like, man, we want to move. You're like, nah, I ain't going. Okay, Ocho. You the slot. You the third receiver now.
Third who?
You the third receiver now.
Oh, you must be talking about Madden.
Third receiver. You got a no trade. You don't, and they want to trade you. You don't want to go. Okay, you the third receiver.
Right.
I guess you go in there. Get your little 3-4 targets Sunday and come on home. Hey.
Ooh. Hey, Unc, that's a lot of cardio, boy. That's a lot of cardio. Damn. I never looked at it like that. But when you're making that kind of money, you want me to play what? Wait a minute. Let me look at this. How much I'm making? And that's all you want me to do? Okay, bet. I mean, the competitors wouldn't be happy.
Yeah. But I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize that money.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Bradley Beal probably making $45-50 million a year.
Oh, my goodness.
So, okay. This all y'all want me to do is get y'all 28 minutes a night, 30 minutes a night? And ain't really no strain on me because I'm coming off the bench. I mean, look, he's going to get, coming off the bench, a lot of times you coming in there, that's the second, you're going against the second unit. So I guess they say you can get your points that way. Because the ball's going to go to KD Book first. Those are your first two options. Bradley Beal has never been a third option. He's always been, he was 1, 2 when he had John Wall. When John Wall left, it
was him.
I think he had Russ. He had Russ for a year or two, but he was the first scoring option, even though Russ had the ball in his hand. So he's never been like this. He's never been in a situation where he's not used to being able to get as many shots as he wants. He's a third option. No matter how you look at it, he one of the best third options. At the end of the day, you still a third option.
Yeah, you know what? Even as a starter, and I'm thinking about if I was a starter as a number one. Let's say I was the number one in Cincinnati. Same scenario. I go to New England, and I'm the third or I'm the fourth guy. because the options in front of me are better at that time in that specific system. That does something to your psyche. You know that, right? It does something to your
I would
psyche.
take your word for it. I mean, I wouldn't know like that. I wouldn't know third option Ocho, but I take your word for it. I believe you.
Here you go. You know, some
What
here
you
you
want me to
go.
do?
Now listen,
How you
listen,
want me to? I can't
listen.
empathize for a situation I haven't been. I have empathy for you. So you know what I'm gonna do, Ocho? You know empathy. Empathy requires you to divorce your ego,
Right,
separate your ego, and
right.
see yourself in a similar situation. So you
Like,
know what,
okay,
Ocho?
there you go.
Whoop, here I go. I'm the
Okay,
third.
see,
Ah,
yeah.
man, that's some bullshit,
So
man.
pretend you Bradley Beal right now. I go from somewhere where I'm able to play freely. Now I'm coming off a bench where I can't take a high volume of shots. So now I'm messed up here. Not only am I
Mhm.
messed up here, when I do get on the court, sometimes I might hesitate because I'm not in rhythm. That means
Mhm.
my shot efficiency and shot selection has to be that much better. It
True.
does something to you.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you, like, cause I think when I got back to Denver. Rod was clearly the number one. Easy Ed was coming off a severe leg injury. So, you know, it's basically me and Ed fighting for 2-3. But I mean, there are some
Oh,
games
so
I
you
got.
have so you have been in that position where you were the three.
No, I was always I finished no, I never finished. When I was on the team, I never finished no once I became what I became, I never finished worse than second in catches on the team.
Okay, I understand that. But
I'm just saying.
When
Yeah,
Ed,
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, that's just me.
I hear you. You talking from a statistical standpoint,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying you were the three no matter what. How
I was not the three. I
you
was
tied
two.
in.
Ed,
Rod Smith, Ed McCaffrey were the one and two.
Rod was one. I was two. I was two A. Ed was two B. I don't know what you talking about.
Hey, it
You,
sounds good. It sounds good.
hey, they know y'all better. You better check. You better check it.
It sounds good.
How? Hey, you tell me the time you seen a third receiver get 214 in the game.
But what happened when somebody hurt?
I mean, what third receiver you know? Just saying.
I got you. I got you. Listen, listen, I'm with you. I'm with
No,
you.
but look, I understand. But for me, Ocho,
Uh-huh.
they're like, man, dang, man, hey, you ain't catching no passes. And they used to ask me, I say, bro, I got the check. I
Right.
deposited. It cleared.
Mm-hmm.
That's on y'all. I'm gonna make the same amount of money. See, the thing that I love about this is that I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
make the. I don't get paid by the catch. I don't get paid by the touchdown. Y'all
Mm.
want to throw me 10? Y'all want to give me 10 targets?
Right.
Fine. If you want to give me 3 targets, I'm gonna make the same amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't stressing out. I say I'm too old now. Now, if y'all about would have got me when I was in my 20s,
Right.
y'all done got me in my damn 30s. I got kids. Man, I'm gonna get all this money I'm supposed to get. I ain't giving y'all ish back. And
Right.
in a year or two, I'm gonna take my black ass home anyway. So y'all can have at it. I ain't get, man, I'm not stressing out about catching no passes.
Right.
I'm
Right.
gonna make the same amount of money, Ocho. I'm gonna make the same. So
Right.
it wasn't no strain on me. Y'all throw it to me, I'm gonna catch it. If you
Right.
don't, you know, hey, 84, we probably should have gave you a more bro, the game over.
Yeah. I ain't
Y'all
trying to
telling me
yeah, I
what
ain't
y'all
trying
should have done. That don't do who they helping? All of
and
this should make y'all mad because that's what y'all get paid for.
oh
My
yeah.
job is not to tell you what I'm open on. Your job is to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all tell me, let the coaches coach, the players gonna play. I'm playing. I ain't calling no plays. Now, what I would get mad about, the come fourth quarter, 84, what you like? I like for this game to be over with. Y'all been bull y'all been bull for 3.5 quarters. That's what I would like. I would like this game to be over with. And so I can go on and get out. Hey, nah, don't be asking me no question now. Hey, y'all gonna spread it around. You know, we gonna spread it around this week. You know, hey, Ed be ready, Rod be ready, Sharp be ready, backside of the backfield. Now, all that spreading around ish ain't worked.
Right.
Hey, 84, what you like? I like for this ish to be over with. Hey, y'all come up with a game plan next week.
I can picture you saying that too.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden, Ocho, we got 5 minutes left. We
Right.
down 14. What? I hated being in that situation, man. I
Right.
hated
Right.
getting no empty calories because when the game was nipped, tongue hung in the balance, Now we got 4 minutes. We down 14. We on the 10-yard line. What you like? Okay. I'd like to have more opportunities in the first 3 quarters. No, y'all keep calling what y'all was calling. Hey, y'all man, hey, man, please. Y'all if it get my blood pressure up. I learned a long time ago, Ocho. Like I said, that's why I stopped putting incentives in my contract. Once I realized they could manipulate that and jack me out of my $100,000, I said, man, I wish I'm not putting another incentive. They couldn't give me $1 million in my contract to go to the Pro Bowl or lead the team because what y'all paying me, I should do everything that y'all trying to incentivize. I'm the highest paid tight end. I should lead my team in receiving. I should go to the Pro Bowl. I should be an All-Pro. I don't need no incentive. Y'all mess with that. Give me my money. I want all my money. Hey, I ain't got not one incentive, Ocho. Got not one. Even if I come to work on time, nope, that ain't no incentive for me. If I make weight, nope, I don't want that either. Nope, I don't.
Put it all in there, huh?
Yep. Give me everything I'm supposed to get. Hey, Shannon, they're gonna pay you over 17 weeks. This is this is how much you making. Okay, I'm cool with that.
Right.
But man, I've been stopped worrying about that, Ocho, because man, when they jack me out of my what you call them, I said, man, y'all ain't finna make me do something bad to somebody up in here.
Yeah, listen, that's the game they play now. That's the game they play.
An anonymous NBA GM called out Adam Silver. Adam Silver is obsessed with tournaments, play in season, not all-star. They've not proven to benefit our league. Ocho, what you think?
I mean, the head guy saying that the tournaments, trying to create excitement, trying to create viewers globally as well, and it's not benefiting the league, it's not benefiting the players. How's it not? The in-season tournament, isn't the in-season tournament allowing the players to make extra money and benefit them by having it being played in season?
Well, I guess they're trying to drum up support because here's the thing, Ocho. Look, you got 77 billion over the next 11 years. And so we got it because here the thing is kind of like soccer. Soccer got all the tournaments. They got the Copa and the this one and the that one.
Yes. Champions.
So, yes. So I think that's what Adam the commissioner is trying to get a play off that. The play-in tournament. I mean, people didn't like that. People thought, look. I remember one time when the 3-point competition was thought as gimmick. I mean, the 3-point shot. They're like, man, this is a gimmick.
Right. Now look.
Everything is a gimmick until you get used to it. The forward pass was a gimmick.
Right.
Yeah, the forward pass, like, what do you do? That's a gimmick. Ain't going to be. Now, can you imagine a game of football without the forward pass, Ocho?
Wouldn't make no sense.
It would make zero sense. So, look, I get what Commissioner's trying to do. He's trying to do anything he possibly can to get eyeballs to the television to watch these games. And so the play-in tournament, I mean, the play-in tournaments are always good. Teams are like, look, normally 1 through 8, you made the tournament, you know where you are, but now 8 through 10, you got to play what? No, 7. No, yeah, no, 7. No, what is it? 7 play 10 and 8 and 9 play, and then those 2 winners play each other. And so whoever wins, they're the 7th seed, and then the next 2 is the winner is the 8th seed. But I get what Commissioner's trying to do. I really do, Ocho. You got to try something. I mean, you got this kind of money at stake. You got to try something.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that I can deal with all of them. The only thing I don't like the All-Star. I don't like the All-Star.
Yeah. The format is not what it should be. And the GM that's complaining about what Adam Silver is doing, why don't the GMs have ideas as well? Why don't they have ideas to continue to grow the game? Why don't they have ideas that they run by Silver to say, listen, I think we can do this. The players will benefit from it. Us as owners will benefit from it. And those that are watching, they'll enjoy it. instead of saying, oh, anonymous source complaining about what Silver is actually doing.
Well, rest it so David Stern, you're like, look, y'all going to either play or we're going to claw back some of this money.
Which one you want?
It's really that simple. You shouldn't have to beg guys to play hard, Ocho, if you making 150, 200, 300 million dollars. I don't really think it's asking too much. I really don't. Now I could be wrong, chat, and y'all might be totally disagree. Oh, the season too long and yada yada yada. I get all that. The season isn't any longer than what it was the last 50 years. How long have they been playing 82 games? Forever and a day. So this notion about, oh, the game, well, no, it's not. No, it's not. These guys should be in better shape because they know better. They got better training. They got better nutrition. They got better supplementation. They got around the clock physios and trainers and yada, yada, yada. They got chefs that prepare their food and cook whatever. So there's no excuse to play hard, to ask you to play hard, and you make it 300 million, Ocho? Damn.
Man,
I got to coach.
Listen, let me get. Man, I don't even need 300. But to give me 150.
I'm gonna play hard.
Give me 150.
Because you know what, Ocho? I remember working hard when I was making $5 a day.
Come on now, talk to me. You never.
I remember working hard, making 10, making 16, catching 1,000 chickens, making $1 1,000. Catch 16,000 chickens, make $16.
Yeah.
I worked hard for that little bit of money. What the hell you think I do for 10 million, 20 million, 30, let alone 300?
Right. And if you think about it, I think if players, when they make that kind of money, if they understood and never forgot where you came from before you had that kind of money and what you did to get to where you are, I think sometimes they lose sight of that, huh?
They do.
I really do. You know, money will change you now. It changes. Sometimes it changes you for the better. Sometimes it changes you for the worse.
I think sometimes money makes you more what you already are. What are you? If Ocho, at your core, what are you when you don't have it? Because now when you get it, it exacerbates what you already are.
Well, that's a good one there, boy.
That's why people, man, how do you, bro, if you got an eating problem and you on a college budget, what happens if I give you 10, 15, $20 million, Ocho?
Hey. Or ooh.
Yeah, money. Oh, he changed when he got me. No, he wasn't. He was always that. He just needed the money for y'all to see him in his true self.
Right.
That's all that was. Change. He's always been this. He or she. I'm not gonna say he or just he or she, whoever.
Women as well. Women as well.
Yes.
Sometimes they ain't got to be money. Sometimes it could be attention. You know what happened when you get that? You never had it before, and you start getting it from everywhere. You get your big head. You start feeling yourself. You start overvaluing the boy.
So, yeah, I get what Adam is trying to do. Adam is trying to grow the game, because soccer have these in-season tournaments and all this stuff. We saw hockey just had the what is that called, the something for
the nations,
four nations or something, what they call it was Finland, Sweden, USA. Canada, and US.
Yeah.
See, but one thing, hockey they be playing hard.
They don't play. Once you touch that ice, you strap up. You strap up. They listen. You know what time it is.
I think, Ocho. I think the difference, Adam, and the players. He views the players as partners.
Right.
They've started me in their damn partner. I'm partner with the owners. We partners. Y'all employees.
Right.
Just like the NFL, the partners are the broadcast networks and the NFL.
Right.
The employees are the players.
Players, right.
And they don't let you forget it as such.
Mhm.
Uh,
And if you do forget, they will remind you.
they remind you.
They will remind you.
They remind you. Yeah, yeah. They definitely remind you, Ocho. Ocho, the
Yeah.
legendary LT, the original LT. Now we got a little LT, Ladania, my dog, wants Micah Parsons to stop podcasting and put his focus on football. He's a great player, but guys, let's do more. Let's play more football. Let's podcast. Micah, in particular, he'll have a movie, an action movie. The brother got it, but don't forget where you are at.
Hey, listen, I like LT, and anything coming from one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time, especially on the defensive end. And he's talking about one of the greats right now. I agree, but I kind of disagree, especially with the times that we're in right now. Michael Parsons, he plays really well. He plays at a very high level along with his podcast. The podcast doesn't take anything away from him on the actual football field between the lines. When the whistle blows, you know what you're getting with 11. You know what you're getting from Uno every time. Now, when you look at them defensively, you'll say, well, they got some weak spots. Well, Micah only plays in one spot. He can't be everywhere. Sometimes he's stretched nine. Sometimes, sometimes they go down in the 3. Sometimes they got him sitting down in the box at a linebacker position, moving around, trying to find ways because he's good in space.
We'll stop lying. All that we're gonna have a Ravens defense. We're gonna have a Seahawks defense.
But he's supposed to say that, huh?
No, you don't. You ain't got to say nothing.
Hold on.
Keep your mouth shut, Ocho. No, you don't. You've got to stop telling these guys they've got to say something.
I didn't say they did, but you have to believe in your team and who you playing for.
Keep it to yourself. So how did he? Okay, he says what he said. Okay, we gonna win. When he don't win, how that make him look, Ocho?
Well, it make him look crazy. But can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Let's say he say something crazy all the time, right? Michael Parsons been talking crazy all season. It's this season.
Mm-hmm.
When the Cowboys do play, you know who do show up?
They show up in the passing game. What about when they get the ball run down their throat?
Hey, they run away from him, huh?
They ran away from LT. What did he do?
They
ran away from Reggie.
Yeah, you're right. But listen, LT has to understand we're in a different time. We're in a different era. Some guys they like to talk about the game of football after it's being played. They focus on it when they're at it, but in their off time, they have podcasts. That's just where we are right now. Are things going to change if he stopped doing his podcast and all of a sudden he could have? No. Michael Parsons is a player that he is. He's one of the great ones in the NFL right now at what he does, and it is what it is. I respect LT. I like LT's opinion though.
Pat Surtain got a podcast.
That's not him.
Of the year.
That's not him.
TJ Watt got a podcast.
That's not him.
Defensive player of the year.
But that's not him. You're calling names that are, let me finish. You calling names that are good at what they do at their specific positions, but that's not what they want to do. Michael Parsons wants to have a podcast because he likes to talk.
Some guys want to win, and some guys want to be famous and promote themselves. Now, which one you want to be? Because see, the quickest way to build a brand is to win. Michael Jordan brand, what is it? Magic Johnson brand, what is it? Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. What were Joe Montana? What were their brands based on, Ocho? LeBron James, Steph Curry.
Hey, you heard everybody you just named? You heard everybody you just named, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were ball dominant and were in control of those wins and losses. You talk about a defensive player, you talk about a defensive end that can change the trajectory of a game, but has nothing to do with wins and losses.
Oh, he definitely does. LT didn't impact the game?
Come on now. We know that. We know what
Okay, what about Ray Lewis? Did he impact the game?
Of course.
What about Prime? What about Prime? How was Prime's brand? Funny that you say that.
Yeah.
He couldn't impact the game though, because they go to the.
So Michael Parsons don't impact the game?
I'm just asking you.
Oh no,
There've been a lot of guys that impact the game.
We ain't just you do realize we ain't talking about no slouch now. We talk about Michael.
No, but there
Okay.
have been a lot of guys that impact the game. There have
Right.
been guys that impact the game less, but won more and got a bigger platform. That's all I'm saying.
This is a team game. I just want you just to remember that now. We talk
The
about you talk
only
about
game that
prime. Hey,
isn't a
hold on.
team.
You mentioned Prime. Do you see what Team Prime was playing for? Do you see what else was around him while he was doing what he was doing?
Guess what? They went and got Prime.
Yeah.
San Francisco said, you know what? We can't beat Dallas. We
Yeah.
got to go get Prime.
You
They
gotta
went and
get
got
Prime.
Prime. What did the Cowboys do? Go get him back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It ain't that complicated, Ocho.
No,
I'm
it
just
ain't.
saying, look,
I'm with you.
I get,
Listen,
look.
I'm with you
Huh?
when you're right. I'm with you when you're right, but also we're in a different time right now. We're in a
We
different
are. We are. I think the thing, Ocho, I think the thing is like, look, Michael wants to have a career after football. And it seems to be, he wants it to be on the media side. No problem whatsoever. And I think what he's doing is he's starting out, because I had a radio show when I was in Denver.
right.
I think I started in like '96. My guy Don Martin, I know you watching the show. He was at iHeartRadio for a number of years. I don't know if Don's still there, but he was my producer. So Don and I, we go way back. And so I really didn't know what what I was gonna do, but I like, hey, they like, would you like to do a radio show?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, how much y'all paying? Wasn't paying a whole lot, Ocho, but it gave me an opportunity to talk.
Right.
When they asked me to, come in to do the local news, I do that.
Right. Right.
Hey, um, and so I knew I could do something in the media. I was
Mm-hmm.
always very candid, very straightforward. But I don't think there was ever a doubt that anybody that ever been with me, ask my teammates, football was at the forefront.
Right.
And anything that interfered with that wasn't gonna happen. So
Right.
my radio show show was, I would tape it after Friday's practice, go in
Mhm.
there, hit that thing for about 25 minutes.
Right.
I'm done.
Done. Right.
I'm done. That's it for me. It'd have been very interesting, Ocho. And people, I've gotten asked this question: if you were playing it today, would you have a podcast? I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too. I can't. I have a singular focus. I've only been good at a handful of things,
Right.
but never simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm not married. I
Right.
would I would I would I would either I was good at football and a terrible boyfriend. Either I was a great boyfriend, I would be terrible at football. So guess which one I had to go.
Hey, boy, you talking now? You hear me?
I'm
You
just being.
yeah,
I'm just honest, Ocho.
you
I'm just
talking?
honest, and that's why. So I have a singular focus. If you notice, when I'm good at something, I'm great at it because I'm all in. Ain't no Hansel and Gretel. I don't
Yeah.
save no breadcrumbs for the trip home, Ocho. I'm
Mm.
lost.
Right.
I'm lost, Ocho. I ain't got no
Mm.
navigation on how to get back. All I know is one straight ahead.
Right.
We going that way. I'm gonna get people
Mm-hmm.
to be with me
Mm-hmm.
that believe in the vision, and we're gonna go get it done.
Yes, sir.
But that's
I like
just me.
that.
Like I said, I think, see, the biggest mistake that we make is that we try to see ourselves in other people.
Right.
That's my biggest mistake.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest mistake. It is. And I gotta talk, because I think I can say, Ocho, honestly, I think I can save everybody. And hey man, can you do? Sure, no problem. Call Shelly. Hey man, we got to call Shelly. And it's 25 here, it's 50,000 there, it's 100,000 here. And my Marvin Demoff, who's my agent, and he's been my right hand man for 29 years.
Yes, sir.
He said, you got to stop this.
Yeah.
He said, I understand. He said, I understand you better than most.
Right.
I'm an 83, I think he said 83, 84-year-old Jewish guy. He said, but I know you. And he said, but you got to stop this, Shannon. He said, you can't save everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He
I
said, you
learned
got
that.
too big. You said you got too big of a heart.
Yeah. Same. I learned that quick. And most of the time, you know what I learned quick. No matter how much you do, Sometimes they forget
Yeah.
about it. First time you say no.
Hey man, I just
First time
man,
you say
and
no,
Shirley,
they forget about it. They forget about all the times you say yes. And that's been
yes.
in my mind, always trying to save or feeling like I can come in and put my cape on. Oh, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. And every time on the back end, you end up regretting it. Every time.
Ocho, I don't regret it. I mean, a lot of times I give to charities, but a lot of times I give. But like I said, Ocho, I give with I don't have any expectations
Right, right.
of
On
getting it
getting
back.
anything back. Right, right.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. And Shelly called me the other day and says, I said, what's up? Well, you need to stop giving away so much money.
Yeah.
I said, Shelly, you called out of the blue with that? She's like, yeah. I said, okay. And then I don't know if she talked to Marvin or Marvin called her, but he had a conversation with me today. So I'm done. I can't help everybody, Ocho. I'm
Right.
done trying.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done. Uh, uh, I'm done.
Yeah. Um,
Because I don't have federal government capabilities. I can't just print money to
right.
stimulate the economy.
Mm-hmm.
I got to make my money. I'm
Right.
talking about literally make my money the old fashioned way. I can't go print it.
Right.
I'm good. I'm done. So don't ask. The answer is no. Moving forward, what's today? Uh,
Today it's the
okay,
20th.
today the
Huh?
19th, February 19th.
Now it's the 20th. Oh,
Okay,
that's
is the
time
20th
difference.
where you are?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you in the Eastern time zone, no. If you in the Western, if you in the Pacific time zone, in an hour and 40 minutes, the answer will be no. And my phones are about to be off, so don't call me. No. Hell no. Ocho, the Cowboys overhauled their coaching staff this offseason, parting ways with Mike McCarthy and promoting OC Brian Schottenheimer. The Cowboys hired Arizona Cardinals offensive line coach Klayton Adams for the open OC role. Here's what Adam wants to see in the offense. The same thing I want to see, the same thing I want from every player on offense, and that is to create violence in the game. Be aggressive, run, hit. I think every decision that we make schematically needs to lean into that direction. So if there's a gray area, what is going to allow these guys to play more free and run and hit and be violent?
Hmm.
Ocho, do you think the Cowboys will be able to create a violent offense next year?
I mean, violence always starts at the forefront, right up front. It starts in the trenches. That's where the violence needs to come from. That's where the violence needs to come from. It starts with
Mm-hmm.
the front five. They got to set the tone. That's where it comes from. Everything else is built off what that offensive line does. So that's where it comes in at. So how is the offensive line going to be? Because everything he just reiterated, everything he just said, is not going to be possible unless that
Start with
offensive
O-line.
line is exactly like I'm just gonna throw it out there, like the Eagles,
Mm-hmm.
like the Ravens.
You're right.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you want to do, whatever you set your eyes to, whatever you come into the offseason or into the season saying you want to do offensively, it all starts with your offensive line. If you ain't got that, if they ain't got that mentality,
No.
it
They
ain't
set the
happening.
tipper. Front to back, Ocho. You build front to back.
Yeah,
O-line, back. D-line, back.
yeah.
And
Starts
there,
it.
you say that, but that's a mentality. You got
Yeah,
it, but I mean, I take my hat off to teams like the Eagles, who I don't know how much they hit, but they've taken a lot of the physicality out of it, Ocho, because you don't practice like that. We
yeah,
used to practice.
yeah.
We had 907.
Practice,
Oh,
practice.
we putting we putting pads on people. Yeah, yeah. It's hard to you go out there and you doing walkthroughs and all of a sudden, hey, turn it up. Turn what up? But it was a mindset. Oh, you about to, hey,
Oh
to
yeah,
move a man against his
his
will.
will.
Think about that, chat.
That
Think
means
about when
something.
you say, so, hey, get off my porch. I ain't going nowhere. The hell you say? You finna leave here? And you do that over and over, Ocho. You
Over
got
and
to make
over.
them quit.
And
Somebody
that
quitting today.
and that's
I ain't
exactly what
quitting.
happens by the time you get to the fourth quarter. They gonna quit. They gonna fold.
I ain't quitting. Yeah, for sure. I got to make you turn it down.
Mm-hmm.
Cause see, I know how you run. Okay. Cause back when we played Ocho, we roll your ass up. We were cutting. And I know you're getting up quick in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, Ocho, they get up quick. Oh,
Yeah.
they getting up. Hey, I'm still making the play. I said, okay. Chop, chop. The second quarter, Ocho. Hey, I'm still here, Sharp.
Yeah.
Third quarter. Man, stay on my knees. Fourth quarter, he ain't nowhere to be seen. But you got to, it's easy to talk about something, Ocho. It's a lot more difficult to do it.
Yeah. The coach can talk all he want to. The coach can talk, he can talk till he turn blue in the face. But unless you have the personnel and the players that have the
Mm-hmm.
mentality that you regurgitating or the mentality that you talk about, man, you ain't talking about nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. What you have right now, you can say whatever you want. You know your team, you know your personnel. So you got to be careful what you say, what you ask for. Because if they're not built like that, all of a sudden, just because you have an off season, don't mean they're coming back completely different next year. You are who you are.
No. Yeah, Zach Martin has been in wars, and been in one of the premier guards. He's one of the best guards that ever played this game. But he got a lot of miles on that body, Ocho.
Yeah,
He's not the same guy.
yeah,
Tyron Smith had a lot of miles on his body. They let him go.
yeah.
Uh, Still, they started to suffer when Travis Frederick had to retire
Right.
prematurely,
Mm-hmm.
and they got guys now. They're not built like that.
Mm-mm.
They're not built like that. They can't run the football. See, how you know you violent when you can run the football.
Yeah,
That's where violence come in at.
absolutely.
Look
Absolutely.
at teams that can run the football.
That
They're a violent group.
you notice when I talked about offensive lines, the first thing I said was Eagles, and I said Ravens, because they're
Yeah,
gonna move everybody against their
De-
will when they play them. And not
Detroit.
changing, not changing nothing regards to who they playing.
Detroit is another one.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot Panay Sewell and them boys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They don't play.
No. So it's interesting. I'm anxious to see what they do. I'm gonna see if they're gonna be able to run the football. Dowdell Rico Dowdle is a free agent.
Mm,
We're gonna see what they're gonna do at the running back position.
right.
Well, Zeke won't be back because they already let Zeke go. So now, do they go into the draft? Do they get Genty? I think they picked 12, 13. Will Genty be available?
That'd be a good one. That,
What running
that'd
back?
be a good
What
one.
running back is going to be available? Aaron Jones with Minnesota. They pushed his date back. Okay, could he become available? It seems
Right.
like they want to get something long term done. Get him a couple of years. So
Right.
it's going to be very, very interesting to see what the Cowboys do at running back position in free agency. Will
Right.
probably kind of give you an indication of kind of the direction that they're going to go with in the draft. Ocho, A.J. Brown brought a life-size mannequin to put his unwashed Super Bowl jersey on display in their home. AJ's longtime girlfriend posted a picture on Instagram.
That's live.
Point of view, your boyfriend buys a 6'2" mannequin to put his game-worn Super Bowl uniform on. He indeed did not wash it. Nope, you can't wash it.
No, don't do that. That's live, man. That's dope. That has to be one of the greatest feelings. And obviously coming from someone who's never won a Super Bowl, played in one, but never won one. That's something I would do. That's something I would do. And you savor that moment, and to be
Mm-hmm.
able to have it in your house, man, hanging up like that on the mannequin, full display, mouthpiece and all. You don't see the mouthpiece. He got the mouthpiece on the helmet and everything.
Oh yeah.
That's live, man. That's live.
well,
Hey,
I wouldn't even have
what you
because
do with
I
your
wouldn't
Super
have no
Bowl stuff?
mouthpiece. Huh?
Where your Super Bowl stuff at?
On the wall.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On the wall.
That's dope. That's dope.
But I don't know somebody because they make you two jerseys. In Baltimore, they gave me both of my jerseys.
Right.
Somebody in Denver got my 32 and
Gotcha.
30 and 33 extra jersey.
Right. Hold on. Let me use the bathroom real quick. I didn't drink too
Go
much
ahead.
water.
But I like that. Got the shoes and everything on the mannequin. Damn, AJ. Uh, I I don't know what the pants are. I ain't finna lie and tell you now about the pants. I know I got the jersey. Uh, I gave the Super Bowl helmet. I think Darryl Green got my Super Bowl helmet because I traded with him. I'm almost certain Darryl Green got my Super Bowl helmet. I got my Super Bowl Ravens helmet. Um, it's funny that I traded. I remember going to the went to the Pro Bowl. I traded Pro Bowl helmets one year. I was with Denver. I traded Pro Bowl helmet with Jonathan Ogden. I got that original. I don't know if Chad, who are a Ravens fan, but y'all, it was like a wing or something, but it was kind of ugly. But Jo, I traded with Jo. He and I had the same agent. He was with Marvin Demoff as well. So, um, but yeah, I still got obviously my jerseys are hanging up. Um, I got one helmet I know for sure. I don't know nothing about the pants. I don't know what the pants are here. Nobody. I mean, the thing was is like the thing was the jersey, Ocho. Nobody even thought a jersey and the helmet. Wasn't nobody
Right.
thinking about no pants.
Yeah. Well, what about your cleats? Because your cleats, sometimes your cleats will be a special pair. Especially now,
Don't
especially
start me no line.
today.
Somebody got them. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Cause like when I played, like my last couple of years, Nike made me pat leather cleat. I remember the time, you had to really be somebody to get a cleat,
Yeah,
get
yeah,
pat
yeah,
leather.
yeah.
Now everybody got a cleat. Hey, who wore the greatest heat today? I'm like, dude, on special teams, he been to tell me he got Jordans.
Right.
How you run down on special team and you got pat leather Jordans, Ocho?
Hey, you look
Like,
good, you play good.
no. You on special teams, some 3/4 and go on out there and make a tackle. You don't need no low top cleat, pat leather. Uh, but I would like I would play in the shoe and then I would practice in it and I end up giving to a teammate.
Mm.
Where your Super Bowl jersey at?
At my grandma's house. At my grandma's house. My little brother, he got most of my memorabilia. A very good friend of mine in Cincinnati. When I left Cincinnati, he has most of my memorabilia. It just I don't know what's wrong with me. Once I stopped playing the game of football, I didn't really care about memorabilia. I don't really have anything. I don't have anything. Friends of mine kind of keep everything, and once I removed myself from the game and wasn't playing it anymore, and I was at peace, I let everything disperse to those that know me.
CBS ranks every Super Bowl champ since 2000. The 2024 Eagles are the best Super Bowl team since 2000.
Whoa, whoa,
Ooh.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Uh,
Since
okay, here they are.
2000.
Since 2000.
Yeah,
The
okay.
24 Eagles are one. The 2019 Chiefs are two. The 16 Patriots are three. The
Mm,
2013 Seahawks are four. The 2020 Bucks are five. The '06 Colts, six. '04 Patriots, '08 Steelers, '09 Saints, 2010 Packers,
right.
17 Eagles, 14 Patriots, 2012 Ravens. I guarantee you, if
Yes,
they
sir.
let us play by the rules that they play by, not one of those offense scoring on that Ravens defense. I guarantee you won't none of them
Listen,
get more than 20 points.
I could have told you that.
Let me take that back. They won't get more than 14 points.
Listen, I could have told you that. That's
Uh how many yards Saquon had? How
well,
many yards Saquon
he
had?
he didn't
57?
have he didn't get over
He'd
100.
had 37 against that defense.
Hey,
He'd had 30, he had 57, he'd had 37.
hey, it was different back then, man. And that's no disrespect to the players.
Yeah, they not let you play like that.
I don't think they understand. I don't think they understand.
What
as great as
No, they
great
don't know that.
as great as Saquon is, that 2000 Ravens defense, man, come on, man. They going
Mm-mm,
sideline to sideline right
mm-mm.
along with you. You're not going downhill. You're
Do
not
y'all
running,
want to?
you're not running toss. You're not running stretch.
Mm-mm,
You ain't moving nobody off
mm-mm.
the, take that Eagles offensive
What
line
they gave up?
against y'all D line back then. That 2000 Ravens D line.
You're not running because you got Sam and Goose
Man, please.
and Ray running free.
Because of Stan and Goose.
Ray hunting. Yeah, Sam and Goose. Yeah, yeah. You got 340. You got 350.
But
And Ray free.
that would have been ugly. That would have been ugly. Listen, just the
Look,
thought, just to be able to
I
talk
get it.
about it is exciting. It's
Yeah, you
exciting.
had to. It's kind of like Barry. You had to see Barry in person to appreciate
To
it.
understand and appreciate him. Yeah.
To see Jerry, I was in the league when Jerry said we got the Triple Crown in '90. So
Mhm.
I like those great players. You had to see them. To
Right.
see Derek Thomas, to see Bruce Smith, to see Reggie White, to see those guys, to see Prime. I'm talking about a prime.
Up
To
close.
see
That's why you think I always speak so highly. Why you think I always speak so highly of Randy? Why I always speak so highly of T.O.? Why I always speak so highly of 8-4 out here from Dade County, Liberty City, Antonio. Being able to see them dudes up close, and I've been watching the game of football for a very, very long time, for a very, very long time. It's different when you look at stats and numbers, the finished product, when you
Yeah,
actually get the opportunity to see how the product was made. When
yeah,
you saw the
for sure.
product in the lab, when you saw the product up close on grass and understanding, looking at Randy Moss and the DB is playing 10 yards off, and Moss don't even close the cushion, and he throw his hand up and still, come
Rub
on,
by.
man. What?
It's still rub by.
What are we talking about? Unbelievable.
Yeah, but those rules, look, you can't play like that anymore because you look, those guys, go back and look at that 2000 and see how many quarterbacks they knocked out. I mean, I saw a clip the other day of some of Ray Lewis's hit or some of Suge's hits.
I saw that.
You go. I'm talking about go back and watch 2000 and watch that defense.
It was different, man.
Remember, in 16 games, they gave up 165 points.
I don't think people
And they
understand.
gave up 30, and they gave up 35 in one game. They gave up 16 total points in the postseason in 4 games.
That's crazy. I don't think people understand how good they were. Listen, from top to bottom now, there was no
Oh
weak.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm talking about
C-Mac.
defensively.
We had C-Mac and Heavy. Dwayne Starks. We had Ken Herring and we had Woody Rod Woodson at safeties. And our nickel was Corey Harris, and our dime was Bailey and Trap.
Goddamn Corey Harris, man. I wonder what Corey at, man.
Hopefully he ain't man. I don't even tell. I ain't gonna tell. I ain't gonna put the man business out there, but he was a wild dude, man. I would leave it at that. Because me, Corey, Woody, and Ray.
Yeah.
That was the group. So I'm just gonna say Corey was wild. The Commanders potentially interested in trading for Cooper Kupp. Jeremy Fowler reports, talking to people around the league, he will have a market because he's so quarterback friendly.
Yeah.
Certainly, Washington is looking for a complimentary number 2 receiver. Washington is looking to make big moves this offseason. Ocho, could they actually land Cooper Kupp and Myles Garrett?
Both? Is that possible? Well, actually it is possible, especially with the cap going up to what it's going up after the news I saw today.
22 to 25 million increase.
Yeah, it's possible, and I like the move. I like the move, but you know what that does?
What?
Terry McLaurin, you add Cooper Kupp. I think Naomi Brown is still there.
Yep.
Obviously, it takes some of the pressure off of Jaden Daniels.
Got Zach Ertz.
You got Brother Ertz. It takes some of the pressure off Jaden Daniels. You mean I get to have Cooper Kupp, who still is an elite route runner? He can play outside. He can play inside. He can do just about anything. He can run the route tree, intermediate, short. Hell, he's sneaky fast too with that.
Yeah.
If you want to send him deep, I like the move. We talk about a triple crown winner, man.
Offensive
He
player.
was just a triple crown winner not too long ago. Ain't nothing wrong with him. And just the nature of the business on how it works. Go ahead, get him over there. You made it to the NFC Championship. Well, what you got? Imagine if you add that to the piece. Imagine you add that piece to the puzzle.
Yeah.
Man,
but
please.
look, and if I'm Washington, look, I'm going all in because I'm doing everything I possibly can, Ocho, because in a couple of years, I'm gonna have to see him.
You got to see him.
Yeah. Yeah. He gonna show up at the pay window, Ocho.
Hey, you know how he gonna show, you know how he gonna show up at the window? You remember you watch Martin?
Yeah.
Remember the Christmas episode when they got stuck at the bus terminal and Martin went to the window, asked for some quarters to make a call?
Yeah.
That's how Jaden Daniels gonna be at that window.
Yeah. He ain't gonna make no call though. And Josh Harris, look, they made it abundantly clear they're trying to win.
Oh yeah.
You see the way the way they move, how they do things, they're trying to win. Magic Johnson, look, Magic with the Lakers, look at that. They don't spend. I don't know. They print money in LA. If the Dodgers, they got Mookie. Hell, in two salaries, they got $1 billion.
Yeah, Shohei, Freddie Freeman,
Mookie, and they
Hey,
got pitchers.
Hey, I got a question. I got a question.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to sound ignorant. I honestly, I don't. Where all that money coming from, man? Where all that money coming from? Because when I watch games, the stands don't never be full. I'm not talking about the Dodgers.
They do with the Dodgers.
I'm not talking about the Dodgers.
The Dodgers every year have the most fans. They have every year.
Yeah, I'm just
boy.
saying.
Look here, you ain't never been to Chavez Ravine, boy. You talk about a they love.
I wasn't specifically talking about the Dodgers. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
Baseball
I don't know. Look,
well,
I mean, they got two $700 million players. Two. And they got what you call them making 40 plus million. You got making 40 a year. Aaron Judge.
Woo.
He got 9 years, 360. They got I don't know what they tell me so we both know. Because if they got a money tree, I'm gonna go chop it down.
I'm telling you, man. Listen, I was a highly sought out prospect coming out of high school, man. I was a 5-tooler, and every time I look at them deals, sometime I always say, you know what, I should have stuck with baseball.
I don't know if your tool was a lawnmower, a backhoe, a rake, a pick, a shovel. I don't know what your tools were, but they damn sure wouldn't apply to baseball. I know that.
I'm talking about baseball. Miami Beach Senior High, man. Look me up. Google me. You can Google me. You can Google. Yeah. Pitcher. I was a slugger. Played first, second, third, and outfield. I did a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you did.
I tell you no lie. You know, the Marlins were trying to draft me out of high school right before they won the World Series in 1997.
They did, huh?
They were trying, but my grandma said no. Hey, my grandma ain't play that. Well, you need to focus on school. She was tripping.
That didn't work. Joe Mixon won his appeal over the $25,000 fine he received following Houston's playoff loss to the Chiefs in the divisional round of the playoffs. Appeals officer Chris Palmer. Hey, is that the Chris Palmer used to be offensive coordinator for the Jags? Explained in his letter to Mixon that after going through and hearing the process, he found that Mixon did not necessarily publicly criticize the officials. During the appeals hearing, you stated what you meant by your statement referring to the officials.
Right.
As you know, statements can be interpreted differently by every individual, and it seems like you clearly understand the weight and the detriment of public criticism towards officials can be, given how impactful your platform is as a player, which I appreciate.
Right. I like it. That's dope. Now listen, this doesn't happen often now.
No.
This doesn't happen often. When they take your money, They rarely give it back. They rarely give it back. So this is a big win. This is a big win for Brother Mixon. You know, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that the league office and the powers that be did right by him in understanding, he wasn't chastising, and it wasn't about the refs or the officials and their officiating. So that's a good thing.
Ocho, Lamar Jackson is in his Bones era. He shows off his new hairstyles. Emo Lamar.
Hey, that's raw. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. That's dope.
You ever had your hair straightened like that, Ocho?
Nah, no, cause I had dreads. I had dreads, so they was locked up, so I could never take it out and have my hair perm or have my hair straight like that.
Ocho, your hair won't grow.
Who?
Your hair been just like mine.
No,
Low
Unc,
your whole life. Now you bald.
hold on, Unc, I can grow a hair. I can grow a head full of hair.
No, you can't.
I've showed that countless times.
Ocho,
I have a
everybody
full
15
hairline.
years ago had hair.
I'm talking about just okay. Do you want me to grow my hair out?
No, that's your head. That's
Yeah,
you.
I'm just
Between you.
saying. The only reason I cut my hair consistently, and I've been doing it for so long, is I don't like the maintenance that comes with having hair. I don't want to put grease on my scalp. I don't want to train my hair to lay down. I don't want waves. It's like a whole tedious process. And I got sick of it. When I'm ready to go, I want to get out the shower and I want to dry my head and walk out the house.
Sound like a man that's like a man that said, "I want to be broke." Man, you think I won't have money in my pocket and in my bank account? It's just too hard to keep up with.
Right. I understand what you're saying, but listen, that's apples and oranges. Them two different scenarios.
No, Ocho, you can't grow hair. And if you grow it, it's minimal.
I got a full set of hair right now. Look at my hairline. You see my hairline coming in?
Yeah.
You see my hairline coming in?
No, no, you got to go a little further back. You started at the 50-yard line.
Whoa, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. My
Started
hairline.
at 50.
Listen, my hair. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get a shape up just for you.
What? Shape what up?
I'm gonna let my hair grow and I'm gonna get a shape up so I can show you I can grow a full set of hair.
You can.
I got good hair. I got good hair.
Where is that?
Huh?
Where is that?
I just showed you.
Ocho, you pointed back here, bro.
What do you mean? You pointed back there. My hairline is right there. It's right there. You looking right at it. It's
Ocho,
right there.
Ocho,
Look
from your
at my
hairline,
forehead.
Ocho, from your hairline to your forehead, that's at least a $20 Uber ride. That's at least 20.
You listen, my head too small, so I know that's not true. But I'm just saying, my hairline is intact.
Ocho, you see how shiny that is, Ocho? Hair won't grow there.
What do you mean how shiny? That's the light. That's the light. That's the light shining on my forehead. That's from my skincare routine. That's why I look like this. That's why I look like this. That's why the ladies love me. It's the chocolate.
Yeah, you're chocolate now. You get no debate. Like hey, no debate for me.
Yeah, they like that.
I solemnly swear. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God. I do.
One thing about it. One thing. Yeah. When it comes to chocolate, one thing about women, they ain't got no problem getting cavities. You hear me?
Oh Lord have mercy.
Huh? Talk to me now.
Lord have mercy, Josh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What's wrong?
Yes, man. Here?
What? I'm just telling you.
Yes.
I'm not telling you I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I
look, black and ball. All I know is this. If you'd have been my age in the 80s, you'd have got no play. Because black wasn't in. They like light skin. They like El DeBarge, Chico DeBarge. They like them type of dudes.
No. It don't matter what they like. There's something I had that nobody else didn't, and I still got it. Huh? It's called.
It wasn't until Michael Jordan came in, Wesley Snipes came in. That's what put us on the map. I've been on top of the chart since they came in. So about mid 80s, like 80, Mike came in 84. So like 86, my senior year, been
Right.
top of the charts.
Man, that ain't it. That ain't it, Uncle.
40 years, I've been at the top of the charts.
I feel you. Hey, I had a special gift. I had a
Al
special
B. Sure,
gift.
they mentioned Al B. Sure.
Yeah, I'll be sure. Yeah, that's a good one. But
Yeah,
I had,
see,
if
Chico DeBarge, El DeBarge.
hey, them boys,
Mm-hmm.
them boys were nice now. But listen,
Yeah.
if I was there during a time when the light skinned dudes was in, there was something I had that they didn't. I don't care about you making no music. I don't care about you singing to the women. You hear me? Because I had the gift of gab. It was all about wordplay. Huh?
Nah.
Huh?
They wouldn't let you talk to him.
They gonna talk to this. They gonna
Ocho, I'm just telling you, the
hey,
brother, dark skinned brother, we ain't getting no play,
hey,
Ocho.
they gonna talk to sugar. You hear me? I'm telling you.
Hey, you got a
Hey,
style.
and hey, I'm gonna make you laugh. I'm gonna laugh right out your drawers. Huh? Huh.
Hey,
All right.
boy, hey, you ain't getting no play, Ocho. Went out of style just like polyester. You can make a comeback, but
Hey, when now that I think about it, the Chico and El DeBar, I'm talking about. now you got me thinking about the music they made, man.
oh,
Music
they
was
sing
different
back
back
then.
then, man. I'm talking about that's some good music.
They sing. Oh
Like
yeah,
the music from the 80s, it was different. 80s and early
yeah,
90s. Oh
yeah.
my
Oh,
God.
but see, I don't remember hearing nothing about no garden tools. It wasn't no 304s. They
Right,
ain't
right.
sang about that. They sung
No.
about women. They sung about ladies. They talk about love.
Mhm.
Now they talk about jumping up and down and you do all kind of foolishness. Man, I just say
Oh man, that's crazy.
they just don't make it like they don't make music like they used to, Ocho.
It's
And
different.
everybody I talked to, Ocho, they said
Different.
R&B ain't dead, but bro, they don't sing like they used to sing.
No.
They
They don't beg.
don't.
Hold on. They don't beg.
They know they ain't begging.
They
I
don't
guess
beg.
because see, the women used to make you beg to get them up out of it.
Hey, what
Now they
song?
begging you to get up. Now they begging
Right.
you.
What song? What
But they
song is
ain't begging me. Huh?
what song was it? I give you my credit card, my keys in my house. I can't think of. I gave you my son, the rain.
Yeah.
You know,
Who's that saying, I'll pay your rent, I'll buy your clothes? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
man, what?
That was back in the Ocho, that was back in the day. Now see, if I'd have sung that song, if I played that song for somebody, they know you lying. This channel, you broke. We see where you live at. You can you
Hey, chat. What song is that, chat?
can
I give you the
uh
sun. Oh, Keith. No, Keith Sweat was the number one beggar. Oh, what song is
he
that?
was. That might have been Babyface. After 7, Take 6, all of them. There were the days, Ocho. There were the days. Babyface talking about he had to put the talk about the whip. Man, look here. I just miss those days.
Oh, whip
Just one time
appeal?
I just looked for 1 year. I just want to go 1 year. We
Uh-huh.
don't nobody hold on. What y'all know about Take 6? That's a gospel group, Take 6. Uh
After seven.
uh well, they don't call no woman no 304.
No.
They don't call no garden tool,
Uh-uh.
no freak, no jump. Just 1 year. I just want to go 1 year. For 1 year, all the music. That's what I want.
Man.
If they do that, they're gonna get me back into it.
Man, and hold on.
Mhm.
Peebo Bryson. Man, Smokey Robinson.
But ain't nobody beg like Freddie Jackson.
Oh,
Man, Freddie begging.
man.
Freddie, man, y'all know Freddie beg right up. Like,
Man,
damn.
when Lenny Williams, I gotta take my glasses off.
Big Lenny, so,
When Lenny Williams
cause I love you.
sang "Cause I Love You," I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what that brother was going through in that studio, but I hurt for him every time I hear that song.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he sung it now. If you grew up like in the late 70s, early 80s, Big Lenny,
He said,
he talk about he cried. He said he cried And see, back then, Ocho, people don't, like I said, you have to be my age, is that the TV actually went off at midnight. The
Yeah.
TV would just go fuzzy. There was no programming after midnight. So he said, I listened until the TV went off.
Oh,
And he listened to his record until he didn't want to hear him anymore.
I went
Man,
to
but you got to realize they had Teddy Pendergrass. They
oh
had
my
uh
God.
yeah, they had Marvin Gaye, and they had Freddie Jackson, and they had Barry White. Bro, they had Luther. Man,
Man.
all the groups could sing. Man, I'm done with it. They ain't gonna have no more. Travis Hunter is now expected to attend the 2025 NFL Combine as both a wide receiver and a DB.
Yeah.
Is the league split between him being a wide receiver and a corner, Ocho?
No, they're not split, but they are understanding. Listen, he's made it abundantly clear that he's going to do what he did at Colorado wherever he goes. And I think the fact that they're allowing him to do both, that's a good thing because he gets to show off his skill set and what he can do at both positions. I like it. I like it for him. I really do. And I'm excited to see how it looks.
I think it's easy to build a package around a wide receiver than a corner.
Right.
So you play corner, you play your customary snaps, and then we come in a situation and we'll give you a package. We'll give you, let's just say what you think, Ocho, 10, 15 plays on offense?
Yeah, something like that. You run by, 65, 70 plays a game, 10 to 15, especially for you.
On offense, and then the rest on defense. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it.
Because you fight rocking a fine line to try to give him, 65 plays on defense and then another 30, 40 plays on offense. Boy, you walking a tightrope, Ocho.
Yeah.
Hey, them NFL plays a little harder, Ocho. They strain them hams and quads a little bit more.
Especially when you get them gangsters in front of you at receiver. Ball game. You exerting a different type of energy.
Chase, Jetta, Reek,
AJ
McClure,
Brown,
AJ, CD, Devontae, Amon Ra.
Boy, hey, it's gonna be some good work every week.
What's Zay Flowers?
It's gonna be some good work.
Pickens. Yeah, man.
Joe Collins.
Yep. It's different.
You're gonna have your hands full. But it's possible. It's possible. I like it.
Shohei Ohtani, he can hit. He can pitch.
That's me.
Ocho, but there's something that he isn't good at. Parallel parking. Take a look at this video.
Oh, we can't park?
Oh, he coming at an angle too hard.
Ah!
Nah, bro, what you doing?
Turn the wheel.
Shohei, I wouldn't even worry about it. I'd get me a driver.
Yeah. Hey, listen, when you got that kind of money, you ain't got to drive. And you ain't got to parallel park. And parallel parking, obviously, depending on who you are, is not that easy. But I know what he can do. He might have had his music up too loud. You know black folk. Boy, listen, if it's time to parallel park, once we turn the music down. Once we turn the music down, we good. You gotta know how to whoop that.
Hey, we turn the music down for everything. Hell, if I'm looking for something, I turn the sound down. Like that's gonna help. Like it's
gonna help, right?
Hey,
black folk funny with that, boy. Black folk
we're gonna turn the sound down for everything. You looking for something?
Yeah.
Turn the sound down. You trying to park? Turn the sound down.
Sound down, yeah. That's funny.
What we got here today?
Oh, that was funny.
Ocho.
Yo.
A woman tweeted, men get cheated on all the time in state. Yeah. They just smart enough not to be telling anybody. I keep telling y'all this. Are women more loud about being cheated on by men, Ocho?
Yeah, most definitely, all the time. All the time. It happens all the time, and most of the time, most men do stay, and sometimes some of the men that do stay, it is simply because sometimes shelter. I don't have anywhere else to go. Sometimes, listen, I'm not saying she's the breadwinner, but you're in a position where you're moving with her, you're staying with her, it's her place. So hell, if she does step out, you ain't got nowhere to go.
But
Sometimes,
here's the
sometimes you try to work things out, and then you got some dudes that non-negotiable, and he
yeah.
out. He's out.
But see, if you date privately, you can do this because
Mhm.
see, everybody ain't gonna be in your. If you public, everybody in your business because
Yeah.
they gonna know. So you see, the night has 1,000 eyes. On
Ooh,
most night, it has 1,002 because somebody sees you.
okay. I like that. I like that.
So, with that being said, you're right. Some men, that's a non-negotiable because that's that's my package. I'm the only one that opens that. And the
Right.
thing is about now, it used to be this way. It's not this way anymore.
Right.
Women have adopted a mindset like a man.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
figure
yeah.
anything, huh?
Yeah, oh, they have, big time, big
They
time.
figure
Oh,
anything
oh,
that a
he
man
doing
could
it?
do.
Oh, he doing it? Oh, I could do it too. Oh, tit for tat? Oh, that's what you, okay,
And
bet.
then Ocho, here's the thing. This what gets you. You know what she does to you. You know what she does for you.
Mm-hmm.
And the thought. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
don't throw up, don't throw up, don't throw up. Remember at one time, what did I just tell you on the previous show about being number one and being number two? You've been
Yeah, but
you listen,
hold off on some of that, Ocho.
you've been
Don't
in the
give him.
number two. You've been in
Huh?
that number two position.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've been in
so
the
all
pole
right, well,
position.
you
Oh,
already know what time it is.
hey, I've been the pace car, and I've also been the chase car.
Ooh,
Just stay with me, Ocho.
that's a good one. I like
I've been
that. I like
pacing.
that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And I've also tried to pull the slingshot move and
Hmm.
do. Hey, he block it.
Yeah.
Hey, hit that turn, bump draft. Hey, I bump drafted.
Yes, sir.
Move him on out the way. I pull up
Yeah.
in there. Remember, Grace Jones had a song said, "Pull up to my bumper, baby,"
Hey, it's a dirty
in a
game.
long black limousine.
Yeah. It's a dirty
Yeah,
game.
it's tough. Like, and so now, Ocho, because women have adopted the mentality, because it's like there. I shouldn't say all, but there was a situation you didn't find like these women now.
Yeah. Oh, they don't play.
Whoo, boy, hey,
They don't play. They do not play.
and then tell you, yeah,
I
huh?
did. And well, yeah, I see clips like that all the time.
Oh, you slept with such and such and did. Oh, oh.
Oh, it's hey, it's
Hey, that thing, hey, like, hey, man, look here.
mhm.
That's why, Ocho, man, look, when you young, you don't really know any better. But
Right.
as you start to get older,
Yeah.
I
Oh, you
don't
got
play. I
hey,
don't. Hey, you got a man.
yeah.
I'm good. Don't worry. You let me worry about him. No, no, no. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
Your man might be doing something else, but if Shannon Sharpe, he find out Shannon Sharpe.
Mm.
Oh no, no, it ain't.
Mm.
That's okay, but it's
Right,
not
right,
that
right,
serious.
right.
It. I'm sure I can find someone, but
Mm-hmm.
my grandfather used to say, "Boy, everybody has somebody. It's just to what extent."
Mm.
Man or woman, everybody has somebody. What is the extent?
Yeah.
Is that their wife? That's their husband. That's their significant other. That's their girl. Whatever the case may be. To
Yeah.
find somebody, I'm talking about just start ass free.
Yeah.
It's
No such
hard.
thing.
It's
No
hard.
such thing.
And so,
And women, women play a dangerous game, huh?
yeah,
With that stepping out, you never know. You know how dudes feel about their women?
yeah,
Who's to kill you about their women, man?
yeah.
Girlfriends, wives, or even somebody that I'm investing my time in.
Mm-mm. And then people get to my, oh man,
Man.
well, why you won't go to? No, bro. I done got 2 strikes. I got 2 strikes, Ocho.
Oh yeah,
In
you.
baseball,
Oh,
hey, I'm still at the plate, but I ain't gonna get no another strike.
mm-mm.
You never catch me slipping again,
Yeah.
bro. Man, people don't play about that.
Mm-mm.
So why would I even put myself back in that situation again and
Yeah.
be the how about? I mean, that's when you most vulnerable, Ocho. You sleep. I stop me from. That's what stopped me from sleeping naked.
Right.
I don't want nobody to get the drop. Man, I can't tussle with nobody naked, Ocho. Hey, cuz, let me put some clothes on. Please let me put some clothes on. Ocho, I can't wallow with nobody
Hey.
naked. Hey, bro, let me put my shorts on.
Right.
But you already know, Ocho, somebody come up in on, I'm a shooter brother side. Ain't nobody trying to bump.
Right.
So just keep yourself out of that situation, bro. It ain't even worth it.
Yeah.
She got somebody, she tell you she got somebody. Hey, what do you got to do with me? That's between you and him. Yeah,
Yeah.
but when he find out, that's between both of y'all.
Well,
Nah.
hey, listen, one thing about it, if when
Mm-mm.
you do find out, I wish fellas understand, we continue to be in relationships or unions with an individual that we think they're one way, especially publicly, and you hope they respect you, privately. And when you find out, you see signs, all you have to do is pay attention to the signs, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hear me? It's
Mm-hmm.
really easy when you've been the other guy for long enough, you understand what it looks like. So you pay attention to the signs. And when things don't look right and your antennas are up, you already know what time it is.
Yeah.
You know
If
what
she
time
all
it
of a
is.
sudden she didn't like to work out, and all of a sudden she working out,
Man,
she,
it's
she working out for somebody else to see her naked.
hey, hey, it's
I- I- do what you want to do with it. Now y'all can. Oh man, I'm telling you. Hey,
hey, what I tell you all the time, manage your expectations.
yeah,
Once you're able to manage them, it's easy to see whoever it is for who they are in general. Okay, that's what you want. Okay, bet. You going back, you going about your business.
yeah. So
The game is the game,
yeah,
as they
it is,
always
it is
say.
what it is. I mean, but hey, I don't know people. I know people that have hurt people about a woman, and I
Ooh,
know people that's been hurt about a woman.
I done heard many stories. I done, I
I
done
ain't
heard,
with it.
I done heard many of stories, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't crack. What they call it today? These days, like crashing out.
Oh yeah, crashing out. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Ain't I'm not crashing out about Nathaniel.
Oh no, hell no.
Zero.
Not no, not no, no. I can't do that. It's too
Zero.
big. It, look,
Let me tell you, like the kids say, oh, ball up top. Who's next? The fuck? Oh my God, dog it. Man, I've been doing good
hey,
shows in a row. I'm sorry.
hey, it is what it is, don't you? I mean, but I mean, people. I think people understand is that like for me, it's just not worth it. I stand way more to lose than gain.
Say it again, say it again, say it again, real quick for the
I
people in the
stand way
back.
more to lose than gain.
There we go.
Like,
Long as
nah,
we're on the
bro.
same page.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like, oh nah, I'm good. Hey, and they quick to holler, oh, he doing his thing. Okay, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Yeah, let him do his thing, and you find somebody else to do your thing with. But it ain't gonna be me. It ain't. I ain't. Hey, I done got too old. I done got too old to fight. I ain't try. Hey, at 57, I ain't got no business fighting. I'm about to be a grandpa for the second time.
Hey, there you
Nah,
go. Congrats.
yeah, man. Hey, I'm gonna see my grandkids. I hope I have about 5 or 6 of them. Hey, hey, I got 2 daughters. Hopefully they get married soon and start a family. But hey, nah, man, I can't do that. I can't even.
Yeah.
It ain't even worth it. What we got? What we got? All right, Ocho. Now it's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A.
Q&A. And I enjoyed that.
Dennis Barry, Barry Barry, 2000 Ravens versus 2000 Bucks in the Super Bowl. Who win and what's the score?
Damn. What, three,
Man,
three,
look here.
three, 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 six,
B,
three?
let's see. We talk about this all the time, especially me, Sap, and Brooks. They swear their team was better than ours. I mean that defense, bro. How many points did y'all give up? How many? I think our defense gave up. I think we gave up. We gave up. They gave up. I said we. They gave up 165, but I think they gave up average giving up like 260 yards a game.
Mm.
Let that sink in now.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks throw for 260 a game.
Mm-hmm.
running the football, throwing the football, jailbreak screen, bubble screen, smoke screen, reverses. That's what they gave up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I done told you, Sap. I done told you, Brooks. That 2000 Ravens defense, when you talk about defenses, you got to look. The 85 Bears, 2000 Ravens, and pick any defense of the Steelers in the 70s. That's it. Nothing away from the Seattle defense, the Legion of Boom in 2012? Is that what it? No, 2013. They beat the Broncos in 2013. Taking nothing away from the Bucks, but that 2000 Ravens defense. We put people like I keep saying we. I was on the Ravens, so I would say we put people out the game. So I would say the Ravens. I would say the Ravens win. I say we win 10-7. I'm good for a tub. I'm good for a tub. Fizz, New Jersey said, name the Giants week one starter for my depressed New York Giants friends. Also, fans in or out of the playoffs next year. I will say week one. I'm gonna say Aaron Rodgers or or the guy that was at Minnesota last year, Sam Darnold. Who week one starter for you, Ocho? The Giants.
Oh, you know what? I think 12 goes from Jersey on down to New York. What you think?
But Ocho.
No?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good. I mean, look.
And whoever they do draft sits behind him for a year.
We know the Giants need a quarterback. We know Cleveland needs a quarterback. We know the Raiders need a quarterback. The Titans potentially need a quarterback. The Browns need a quarterback. There are 5 teams right there at the top of our head that need a quarterback. Right. But what Aaron has to understand, Ocho, my grandfather say, boy, production and tolerance. When production up here, so is tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
You notice when he was winning MVPs, ain't nobody having no problem with Pat McAfee. You notice the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Production here, tolerance is here. Tolerance will never get bigger than production. Let that sink in. When you on your job, as long as you're producing at a high level, they'll let you show up late, so forth and so on. But when your production slips, so does the tolerance for said behavior. He's finding that out.
Yeah.
Y'all think Aaron Rodgers just got, let me ask you a question, chat. Do y'all think Rodgers just got like this when he got to the Jets? Or y'all think this was his behavior even when he was in Green Bay?
Mm-hmm.
They can be even, Ocho. Production and tolerance. We riding around smooth. If production is here and top, they're gonna flip it.
Yeah.
Fins, playoffs next year, Ocho? Your Dolphins, the playoffs?
Yeah, what you mean? Playoffs? Yes, what you mean?
Ocho, do you know how many times you couldn't say play or offs? You couldn't say foot or ball?
You know how many times you couldn't say it? 2.
My team, first of all, my team made the playoffs. Both of my teams made the playoffs.
Neither
one of your teams made the playoffs.
Your team was gone 1 week. 1 week. We went to Cancun. We went to Cancun on the Monday. 6 days later, you was there. So what you saying?
Yeah, you're right. Hey, no, the second time, no. We got we lasted 2 weeks. The Ravens won a game, beat the Steelers.
Okay, I'll let you have it.
D-Chad said, Unc Ocho, great content as usual. Listen, can you guess? Please give me a shout out to my brother in arms, Kyle Muggleton, and congratulate him on retirement from the Navy after 20 plus years of service. We absolutely can. Kyle, congratulations. Thank you for your 20 plus years of service.
Appreciate that, Kyle.
Bro, we greatly appreciate that. Takes a special type of person to go fight abroad for the protections here, and sometimes you have to go fight in countries that people don't speak your language, don't particularly care about you. But Kyle, Team Nightcap want to thank you for your 20 plus years
Yes,
of
sir.
service
Yes, sir.
and all the young men and women around this world. And wherever you are fighting for this country, we greatly appreciate your service. But Kyle, special shout out to you. 20 plus years in the Navy. Congrats, bro.
Woo.
The real McCoy, when you're blessed, raise your standard of giving. We rise in proportion to how much we lift others. That's just you, as you stated, with people with money. It
Mm.
is. It is. It is. It is. You know, the real McCoy, you're absolutely right. I'm a, I've always been like this, Ocho. I would always, if I had, I was like grandma, brother, my sister. Like I said, my sister hadn't had a job. My sister about to be 65. My sister ain't worked in 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's just who I am. But I got to be a little bit more judicial
Mm-hmm.
with my giving. It's okay to say no, Ocho.
Yeah.
Because I'm not necessarily sure that everybody that what I do, I don't know if necessarily they appreciate it. I think they feel like it's that's what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
Man, you got money. You got all that money. Yeah, but I'm working. I mean, people got great ideas, man. I mean, if I had it, bro, you ain't never had no money. What you mean if you had it?
Right.
You do realize I've been knowing you my whole life. But I will. I look. I just gotta be smarter in my selection of who I give my money, give it to.
Right.
That's it. I'm still, in some charities, worthy causes. Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy. Hey, fam, have
Uh,
your family values and experience shape your passion for giving back and supporting? Yeah. I think, Doc, for me, I remember like not having, and I was always like, man. And you see stories, Ocho, kind of like we see now, somebody
yeah.
helping out, somebody buy your car, somebody buying groceries. I was like, man, I wish somebody would see us see in a situation and give my grandma $100 or
Mm.
like buy my grandma something. I always like, damn, nothing good ever. Not knowing, Ocho, what
Right.
God had in store for my brother
So,
and
yes,
I,
sir.
that one day we were going to have an abundance more than we could have ever imagined.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it did. I've always been generous, Ocho. I've always, it's like if I had $5, no, I had 250 because my brother
Right.
had 250.
Uh-huh.
I've always been like that.
Yeah.
Always, always. Um, and maybe that's why I'm so blessed.
Yeah. Hey,
Uh,
we in the same boat. We're in the same
um,
boat.
I
Um,
don't I don't mi- I don't mind helping people, but like I said, Ocho, I just like I said, sometimes I don't think people appreciate it. And that's what I just hate ungratefulness.
you know what? And they don't when they always ask all the time, I think that's where it comes from, where people they expect it and they start not to appreciate what you do because
Yeah.
you do it so often and for so long.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You do it so often and for so long to where they don't even value it anymore until it has removed itself, and then you can see on the outside looking in on what you were getting.
Yeah. But I've never forgotten people that helped me.
Yeah,
Like
same.
my high school coach, man, my high school coach Ocho, every day he would take me home from school because I
Mm,
had track practice, and even when I wasn't, he would take me home from
right.
basketball practice. And I remember, like, I was always the last one that he would drop off.
Hmm.
Always, man, coach, man, we don't want to ride out there, man. You got to pump sunshine out there with Sharp State. Go, come on, drop us off, coach early. So coach Hall would drop everybody off, and then would take me home
Right.
every day after practice. Get what you want. I get a honey bun. I get a bag of chips. I get a Gatorade. Coach all did that every day for like 3 years. I never forgot it. Plus,
Right.
he was a diabetic, and me and a dude named Rochester Fudge used to eat his graham crackers and his bananas. He's like, sucker, y'all know I got diabetes. I need that. Coach, man, them honey made graham crackers.
They were good, huh?
So I got me a little money. I said, Coach Hall, there used to be a Ford dealership in my hometown called Glenville. I said, Coach Hall, go get what you want.
Mm.
He said, you for real? I said, Coach, go get what you want. Man, that joker went and got what did he get, a Crown Vic? Man, he got a Crown Vic, Ocho.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, you ain't got, Coach Hall, get the car. Get the car.
That's live.
Oh, man. Coach Hall, Ocho, that's the thing. And the thing is, like, my brother played because Coach Hall only coached my brother 1 year. Now, I coached him every year in track, but he
Right.
only coached him 1 year in football. That was his senior year. He coached me he coached me in track all 4 years, coached me in football all 4 years. No, he coached me 3 years. Uh, and so, but he drove the bus for my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom graduated in 60. He was driving the bus and coaching back then. Coached all my uncles, all my aunts, them that had drivers there and went through him. And I was the last one to graduate in 86. So that's a 20 years time span. But here's the kicker, Ocho. Coach Hall lived in Savannah, which
Mm.
is 63 miles from Glenville.
God dang.
He drove every day. He drove from, he would, Coach Hall would drive to Glenville, teach school, drive us to track meets in Savannah,
Right.
drive back, drop everybody off, and drive back home. So, and
That's a,
now, Ocho, Coach Hall was extremely happy when I made the Hall because he kept calling.
mm-hmm.
But my brother is like a son to him. Don't get me wrong. Don't think he don't love me because he went to a lot more of my games. But being in Baltimore, we're in the same division as Jacksonville. He's coming. Hey, you got it. I said, Coach Hall, I got you. That joke will be out there waiting. We get off the bus, Ocho. He out there waiting. I put the tickets in his hand. So he
Right.
come to Jacksonville. He drive to Nashville, Tennessee to see us play the Titans. He drive all the way to D.C. to see us play the Washington.
Why he ain't fly?
Driving. So Hall of Fame, he come. The Ring of Fame, he come. I mean, him and my Spanish teacher, Miss Kills, her and
Yeah.
her husband. Her husband was my junior high principal. She was my remedial reading and Spanish teacher.
Right.
So they coming. Ocho, when my sister called that man and told him spank it, people keep asking me, talking about why you call your brother Spank. That's his name. I don't think I've ever called him Sterling. Everybody in the family called him Spanky. Nobody called him by his government name. But when my sister told that man that my brother made the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
because he had told the doctor, he told the doctor, he said, Doc, I got one more thing. I got to get in the Hall of Fame, then I'm good after that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that joker, my sister sent me a picture. Let me see if I got this picture, Ocho. That joker got his hat on because they already sent the Hall of Fame hats out.
Yeah.
Let me see, yesterday. It is.
Yeah.
That's him. Look at it.
I see it.
Man, that joker's so happy. I'm ready. Coach Hall. My sister say, Coach Hall, it's in August. It's February. What you talking about you ready? Where you going? But Doc, yes. That's my family values. How I grew up. My grandmother used to give us offer. I mean, my grandmother went hungry. She'd take her last to make sure, Libby, tell these boys this all I got. $5 wrapped up in a newspaper, $10 wrapped up in a newspaper. Man, I never forgot that. I never
Hmm.
forgot that. And it definitely shaped who I am. Kimber Norwood Jr., Unc, my question is, what is the one conversation that you've had with someone and it's stuck with you for the rest of your life because you posted a video and I look at it when I need motivation? Oh, man. Conversation. I think for me, Ocho, growing up like on a farm and, like, like when you're a kid, Ocho, and people say stuff, you don't
Yeah.
really understand the meaning of things back then.
No, not until later on in life.
Yes. Because my grandpa used to say, boy, don't make me chew this food twice. I'm like, if you swallow it, you're going to need to chew it more than twice. But he's saying don't make him repeat himself.
Right.
When he said never mistake habit for hard work, like he was saying just because you do something over and over don't mean you're working hard.
Right.
So it was a combination of things and values and hearing them talk. And as I got older, I could just, like I said, my grandfather died. I was 8, Ocho.
Mm.
And my brother was like, I said, Spank, you remember we were such and such, we was riding here, and Papa said, he said, Shannon, Shane, he called me Shan most of the time. He's like, Shan, how you remember that? I
Hmm.
remember everything that man said. Everything. My grandmother lived until I was 43. I can tell you every time my grandmother was upset with me.
Mm.
Every every time. From the time I can remember, I'm 3 or 4 years old, until I was 8, till I left the house. I can tell you everything my grandmother said. Everything. My grandfather, everything. Because that's all I want to do is make my grandparents happy. That's it. I ain't want to do nothing else.
That's laugh.
Man. Leo the Rose, shout out to my favorite show, Unc Ocho. What's a family tradition you miss and want to bring back?
Oh, that's easy.
4 Sundays.
It is.
I think one time I
We
would like to
can,
get the family together one more
yeah,
time, Ocho. I'm talking about like on my grandma's side.
yeah, same.
Yeah. Uh, my uncle Thornell, who was the oldest, passed away. BJ was the next oldest, passed away. Thurman, the next oldest, passed away. My aunt Gladys passed away. Ocho, I only had one uncle on my mom's side ever reached the age of 70.
Yeah.
And so, all of us, I got, two first cousins that passed away, uh, to get us together one more time. Just
Yeah.
one time. Just that's it. Because I know we're not gonna be able to do it. We're not gonna do it again, Ocho.
Yeah.
But just one time. Just one more time.
I would
Just to
love,
see everybody. Because most of the people I haven't seen them with my uncle. Well, Clary and Thurnell died. Ocho, I had my uncle and aunt. My uncle had a heart attack and died in his car.
mm,
They called my aunt and told her she had a heart attack and died.
mm.
That was in 2004. Then Thurman, no, Gladys died in 2005. Thurman died in 2007. And then Granny died 2011. BJ died in 2013. I haven't seen any of my cousins since Granny passed.
Dang. I mean, it's hard for me, especially that scenario we talking about with that question, as far as getting everybody back together. I told you before when we talked about, holidays, family getting together. You think about the movie Soul Food, where
Yeah.
everybody that big mama house, grandma
Mhm.
cooking, family coming in from out of
Yep.
town. That's the way it used to be when my
Yeah.
grandma was here. The family was tight knit. Everybody come out
Yep.
of town during holidays. Everybody meet up at one house. Everybody cook. Each person has a specific thing that they bring. Somebody got a
Yep.
potato salad. Somebody got the baked beans, and I haven't had that feeling in that setting.
Nope.
With real. I'm talking about real family.
Yeah.
Since my grandma passed, and so that's something that I wish. I mean, just too many people have passed away now for it to actually happen like
Yeah,
that. But
yeah, yeah.
and those were the
Yeah,
days.
we're not. Yeah, it's not.
Those were the days.
Yeah, it's not. It's. But I knew Ocho. I'm
Hmm.
not naive. I knew once my grandmother passed,
Right.
we're not getting back together like that again.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Nah, we just not. Um. Uh. I'm. I'm out here. Um. We're just not. And I used to think about it a lot. I was like, you know what? We'll get back together. We'll get together next year.
Right.
We're not.
Next year come around.
Mm-mm. And it don't even feel the same, Ocho.
No.
Like, like I said, I haven't been home, Ocho. I went last time I've been home. I stopped through because my son was graduating Georgia Southern, and that had to be like 2013, 2014, 2014.
Mhm.
That was the last time I've been home. I remember going home. I went to Georgia Southern. I came home to Glenville. I said, Libby, ride out with me to the cemetery.
Right.
I went out there for about 30 minutes, talked to Granny, talked to Papa, you know, um, Thurman, BJ, Gladys, all buried out there close proximity because my grandma bought a plot. She wanted all of us to be, ain't no way it's going to happen, no jokes. So,
Yeah.
there are going to be some people that's going to be misplaced, but she wanted all her, put us all right here. Well, they didn't buy a big enough plot of land. But anyway, uh, and I just remember, I was like, dang. Because, like, when my grandmother first passed, Ocho, 2012, I was down there. 2013, I was down there. 2014, I was down there. Libby go out there every year, sweep off the grave, sweep off Papa grave, sweep off everybody's grave. Uh, it ain't the same, Ocho. It's not.
Mm.
And the thing is, I've accepted it's never going to be the same. That's the hard part. Never going to be the same.
Mm.
You take that stuff for granted, though. When you're a kid, Ocho, and everybody's around, and you with your cousin, y'all 25, 30 deep, and all your uncles and aunts, and everybody's around, and all the cooking, and everybody laughing and talking.
What if it's the
Man, it's
days,
gonna be, man,
bro?
this is really cool. And hey, when I have kids, I want my
Bro, there was some days. Uncle's
and
back
anyway.
there drinking. Another set of young dudes playing spades. They cursing and hollering.
Yeah, man.
Church music playing, the gospel playing, Mighty Clouds of Joy playing as they in there playing.
Body class, body
Man,
cloud of joy.
man,
James Cleveland,
rep y'all.
Alabama, the five Archie and the five Alabama blind. What is it? The five blind boys from
Right.
Alabama.
Yeah, it'd never be the same, boy.
Joel Sargent asking for prayers from all. My mom passed this week. Sorry to hear that. Our thoughts and prayers go out to you, Joel,
Oh,
and
my
your
condolences,
family.
young boy. My condolences.
Yep. Um,
Damn.
Hopefully, it wasn't a lot of suffering, a lot of pain. She's got her wings now. Let's rejoice in that. Ronald Whithouse. Love y'all. Give Karina a shout out, my boss. Her kid's grandma unexpectedly passed away during a routine visit to her cardiologist. Tried to
Mm.
send her back to LA to be buried amongst family. Uh Karina, bro, sorry to hear about your family member passing.
Hmm.
Um, tough, man. You know, death is never easy. I mean, well, it was expected. It don't matter. Everybody's expected to die.
Oh, yeah.
We know that. It doesn't make it easy.
No, I don't.
But our thoughts and prayers go out to all those impacted. Uh, we're so sorry to hear that here. As Farman D, Unc and Ocho, shout out. Happy birthday to my day one mods, Marshawn Hunter, faithful nightcapper. Much love to her from all the mods. Yes, Marshawn.
Happy birthday.
James Taylor been killing me. Why you and Marshawn haven't made your version of Patron Hennessy with a Trumba Tequila and your Shay Shay by Laportier. Call it a Hall of Fame blend. Uh, you know what? We might do that. We might try to blend something up, try to make something happen. You know. But I know we coming to a state near you in 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 uh in March. Got a couple of activations we got to get to, Ocho. That
Yeah.
concludes this episode of Nightcap. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Nightcap, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Get here. Ah, dang, we had a long show tonight. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network today. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you guys. Because of you, we get to be us. And because without you, there could be no us. So we thank you for your continued support. Make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. As I mentioned, we just got activated in a few more states. We're in Illinois now. We're in New York. We're in D.C. We're in Baltimore. We're in Illinois. And we're in Wisconsin. And we're about to get activation here in California. So thank you guys. So we're going to be coming to a store near you. Make sure you check out my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. We just dropped our Nightcap and Chill collection on Friday. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Remember, supplies are limited, and once they're gone, guys, they are gone. The Hornets defeat the Lakers 100-97. As Miles Bridges has 29, LaMelo Ball has 27, and really the dagger floater that really put the Hornets up by 4, and they hold on to win by 3. So that concludes this episode of Nightcap. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We will see you tomorrow night.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I haven't done much today. I've been chilling for the most part. What you been up to? Busy day?
It's been so busy.
You trying to come over later?
What do you want to do?
I mean, we could just like nightcap and chill.
Usual, you know.
Okay, I'll come over.
Yeah?
I'll be over in 15.
15 minutes? But
Okay, I'll see you soon.
All right, bye.